people of the interwebs. If you don't know me, I'm Amy. Me and my 4-year-old son are on the spectrum, and almost everybody who is autistic seem to have some sort of sensory processing disorder. So that is what we're going to talk about today. Now, sensory processing disorder looks different in everybody, just like autism looks different in everybody. From what I've heard, you can have sensory processing disorder without autism, but it seems like it usually goes hand in hand. And things can become physically painful for us. It affects me and my son both in different ways. I'm very sensitive to sound. He only is slightly sensitive, so it don't seem to bother him as much as it does me. I'm a sensory avoider, and my son is more sensory seeking, but a little sensory avoiding. And avoiders kind of like run away from the input, and then seekers need that input, so he runs away from certain things, but not everything. And he like bounces off the walls and needs his trampoline, and like is always touching and kicking me and rolling on me and running around. Yeah, that's sensory seeking, and it's very annoying. And the reason that's annoying is because one of my sensory issues is I don't like to be touched. Sometimes it is physically painful for someone to touch me. And it also becomes physically painful when I am really sensitive to sound, and like something that doesn't bother a neurotypical will like burn my ears. So me and my son both have noise canceling headphones. I use mine more than his. It can affect someone in different ways. So some things that affect me do not at all, absolutely not affect my son. And it's kind of interesting to see how much we are the same, but yet how much we are not the same. I also have a very, 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 very delayed sense of smell. My mom always said my sniffer was broken. My son can tell me when it's loud now, which is very helpful. And we can kind of see when he's getting overstimulated now. Sensory processing disorder can like affect different areas. Your nose, your hearing, your nose, smell, touch. Like, it can affect a wide range of things. And I think that if someone on the spectrum is telling you that something is loud, but it's not loud to you, don't make what they're saying invalid. Because even though it's not bothering you, it could be physically painful for the person that is saying it's bothering them. It could really, really be bothering them. And I cannot like emphasize that enough. Because I've had this issue, and I've had some people say some weird things to me. So me and my son both don't like crowded places. At Thanksgiving, I got overloaded and I had to use my headphones because it was so obnoxiously loud and I couldn't mute the people enough. And then my son was in the bedroom with the 2 older boys most of the time, which is usually where he is at parties. He's usually in his bedroom or something, but I don't have the luxury to run and hide. For some of us, it takes a little bit to process the information. So like if you're talking to me, it will take me a minute to respond because it takes a while to get to my brain and make it work. You know, that makes sense. So like if we tell you to turn down the volume or something so we can do this, it's just because it's too much for us. We're overloaded and We can't deal with all the chaos. I know when I lived with my roommate, I was doing the dishes at night, but she didn't like it when I was doing the dishes at night because the kids were sleeping, I guess, and so I did them in the daytime, and it was too overstimulating for me because I heard her, I heard the TV, I heard the dishes clinking, and I heard people moving around, and it was like needles to my ears. And we got in a couple fights about this because she did not understand what my problem was, but I just couldn't focus, and I didn't want to stay out there trying to do the dishes because my ears were hurting. So we can't have a lot of commotion going on or overstimulates us. And it becomes very difficult trying to make it day by day. So I like living by myself now, so I don't have as much chaos, but my life is still chaotic because my son is autistic and he's a seeker, and when he's here he's like bouncing everywhere. Like, no joke, I should get video of it. And then like he opens and shuts doors all the time, and like since things don't hurt his ears like it hurts mine, he is pretty loud because he likes to hear his echo and stuff. And then like he'll slam things, but I think his ears are starting to hurt a little bit because like he'll go to put something on the floor and then he'll hold his ears, and I don't know, it's hard to tell with him because he'll stim with his ears too, which is a whole nother video. Some people will also like fill things and fabrics and stuff because they like it and it gives them that input. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.